Hi everybody, how is everybody? I feel like a bit of an Egypt, but anyway, I'm going to do a short video on the healthy eating challenge. Just for Steph, Glenn, James, Ruth, Patricia, Sandra, everybody. Just to show you don't need loads of money and it doesn't take long to prepare and cook what I'm going to cook today, which is going to be sea bass with a mixture of vegetables with butternut squash, sage and triangolone Italian fresh pasta. So I'll show you the ingredients and then I'll just show you how I prep it and then we'll cook it. So here we go. Okay, so these are my ingredients. I'm having chestnut mushrooms, 89¢. Sweet chili peppers, they are about €1. And aubergine, which was about 50¢. Courgette and onion. Coconut milk, which I'm addicted to. Mange tout. Broccoli. And some goat's cheese and garlic. And there's some mixed leaves. Now all of this cost, let me think now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably about €10, 10 to €12, including the sea bass that I've got. And it'll probably make, I'd say, at least six to 8 meals, so it's not much at all. So that's my ingredients. So what you do first is you get an onion, could be red or the normal onion, cut it in half. Now I'm just making the meal for one, so depending on how many you're cooking for. So one onion, and you just take off the outside layers that you don't want to eat. I know Steph's going to make a better job, but I'm not a professional chef like Steph. So you just slice the onions up and chop them and put them in a saucepan. Like so. Garlic, I use about 3 cloves of garlic and just take off the 2 ends and peel off the outer layer like so. One. Just make sure you're not intending to kiss anybody for a few days, or if you are, make sure they eat the garlic too. And of course garlic will keep vampires away. So then you get this very clever device and you put the garlic in, press down on it, and out comes the freshly crushed garlic. So then I get some extra virgin olive oil. I do a good amount of extra virgin olive oil, and I put that over to the oven and let that do its business. In the meantime, I have the sea bass here, which is going to be what takes the longest to cook, obviously. So I get that in some tin foil, and you can put any herbs you want. I just put on a little bit of ground pepper and herb de Provence. I use herb de Provence because I just like the way it sounds herb de Provence. You can have lemon, but I don't particularly like lemon on fish. So then you just wrap that up, and that keeps in the flavour of the fish. And excuse the size of the pan. I know it's a bit stupid, it's huge, but it's the only one that looks good on camera. So I put that in there and put that in the oven. And that takes 10 to 12 minutes. Depending on how good or bad your oven is. I'm not going to give you a temperature because I could tell you to do it at gas mark 4 or 180 degrees and it could burn it. So you're going to have to figure that one out. Then I've got chestnut mushrooms today. And again, just take off the outer layer. And I'm going to use, I'd say I'm only going to use 4 because they're quite big. And there we go, 3. Oops. And 1, 2. Cut off the end of the stalk. Some people just don't bother peeling the mushrooms, but I do. Just prefer it. And then I just chop those up in 4 sections. Or if you prefer, you can slice them, whatever you prefer. And then I've got courgette as well, and I thinly slice some of that. We've all got to eat our greens. Glenn Barkley watching. Vegetables are very good for us, even though we might take vitamins, it's always good to have fruits. And then I've got an aubergine, which I personally have only cooked once because I make a pig of it. I'm not even sure if you keep the outside, but anyway, I'm going to slice that thinly, and just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to have a few slices. Okay. Now, I've just show you the onion and garlic. Just giving that a good fry with the extra virgin olive oil. And then what I'm going to do is put the aubergine in next. I mean, I'm literally throwing ingredients together. I'm not using a recipe book. 1 second now. Okay, so there's those. And I'll also put in the courgette. Okay. And I'll just let them do their thing for a few minutes. Like so. Okay, now I've got the coconut milk, which is, for that tin, it was like 99¢. Again, put as much as you want in. I mean, you can never have enough in my eyes. I just literally, can you see that? I just spoon it out and put it in with all the other ingredients I'm cooking. Now, and that does its thing. Looking gorgeous. And then I will take a saucepan, put some water in that, and I'm going to chop up some broccoli. Okay, now the one thing I use every day in my meals is turmeric. It's supposed to be very, very good for you, and you just need just a bit in there. Mix that in. And the other thing I also add is some soy sauce, just a few splashes, just keep dropping stuff here. So that is actually smelling gorgeous with the coconut milk. So just to refresh, it's onion with garlic, aubergine, courgette, and some coconut milk, some dark soy sauce. So that's doing that thing. I'm then going to add some Mange 2 and just put that in, and then the mushrooms, and let it simmer. Okay, now I've added the mushrooms and the Mange 2, and just let them do their business, and I'm going to add a little bit of water as well, and leave them just to simmer on low while the fish is cooking. So I'll be back to you shortly. Bye. Okay, while the rest of the things are cooking, I'm going to get the sweet peppers, and just, you don't really need to use that much. They are really nice. You can leave the seeds in or not. I generally just cut it into half and then half again. Okay, so, and I just chop those up into little pieces, and I'll put these in just a few minutes before the fish is ready. I'll just put them onto a plate there. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. I've got my triangoloni, I can't say that word, basically butternut squash with sage in these triangles, Italian pasta. There, and then my mixture of mushrooms, Mange 2, courgette, broccoli, sweet pepper, onion, which had coconut milk, I sometimes would add chopped walnuts in it, but I just haven't done it today. So that's that. And then the sea bass. Oh, I love sea bass. There you go.